Kai.
Okay. The next thing we are reacting to is, oh, I look like that. I look tired, don't I? Fuck it, it's alright. What's drinking this alcohol? You still look beautiful though, brother. I appreciate you, not thank you. See, you got to be able to go ahead and give yourself some love and give yourself some. It's a hug. Like, my hugs are the most comforting hugs ever, and I be wasting it on other people. As in, like, I'm not talking about my family, but I'm more talking about like people who don't deserve it. But yes, you gotta always give yourself some self love. Like, you see how like I just was like, oh wow, I look like that, and then I instantly, nah, like you beautiful, Fuck that. Sorry. Anywho, the next video we're gonna be reacting to is Oh Meezy. Kai Cenat's ex exposed everything about him. Oh man. I don't want this to just be a piece. I want it on both sides though. I don't want it to just be a fucking Kai piece. Like, fuck it. Fuck it. We break it down. I'm already on the video, so we breaking it down.
I was getting, like, I've been told y'all this. Been going
I feel like
on.
this is like a rage bait thing because I think Oh Meezy and him is cool.
Not
so
want the shit that I've been already getting before I was with him. Y'all don't want to know the type of cars I was asking for my sweet 16. Like, I was a 16-year-old driving a Benz. I was a 14, 15-year-old driving my parents' luxury cars to school. Y'all don't know me.
GiGi.
Now, as for Brianna, the assistant.
Oh, nah.
The assistant, bring your to the front.
Keep it cute.
Too many motherfucking times. I hate a bitch that can't keep her nose out of other people's business, that don't know her place. Brianna ain't trash, but that BBL you hiding up under all them fucking clothes. You wide.
Nah. We ain't doing that. If you coming for Bree, you coming for me. Let's tussle. Guys, I still got crust in my eyes and at the corner of my lip because I had to jump up so fast and get to this camera to report on Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend GiGi coming to the internet seemingly blasting.
Oh Meezy, them waves are spinning, my boy. Them waves are spinning, my boy.
She tackled the Clover Boys. She tackled Deshae Frost. She went after his assistant Bree, saying that basically she wants him, but it all potentially backfired on her because
I still have my Timbs on, by the way.
Clap back.
I said I was gonna take them off because I don't have shoes in my house, but this is my house. I can do whatever I want.
Cheating on him with a known rapper. If you're new to this channel, make sure you
hit
that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us unemployed during this snowstorm. I don't have heat, I don't have blankets, but I can have your subscriptions. Now, back into the video. In a 1.5
I'm glad you said snowstorms. I wanted to check out how
Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend GiGi drops everything. She exposes everyone and she goes nuclear bomb on the entire streaming industry who criticize her for her actions.
It's still kind of snowing out there.
Most of y'all aren't gonna watch.
It's still kind of snowing out there, but not as fast as I want it to be though. But hey, it's only 7.
Curious, but I am here to break down the real about the real with GiGi and Kai Cenat. To start it off, GiGi does say that, you know, Kai Cenat isn't a bad person. She sets the table for it all. This is not about Kai specifically. She actually, you know, fucks with him. She says she still rocks with the kid. And one of the most important things is she defends this new persona of Kai Cenat.
This person that he is now, I know you guys feel like this is something new, this is something out of the ordinary, but when he came back from the mafia time, this is exactly how he was. He wanted to start reading books. He wanted to start getting into clothes. We went to Italy for a little over a month. I was up every day, every night, sitting there with him as he made them as he designed them clothes, as he came up with this concept, as he was writing that book. He must have ripped the page out because the last page was fully of me. He must have ripped the page out though.
Yeah, he would do that. Bro.
I hope he ripped it out and burnt that bitch. Oh God.
I'll go with you, dumbass.
Accepting of this person that he's forming into, because at the end of the day, I love him. And when you love somebody unconditionally, you're gonna love them for them and whatever comes with them. Like,
you loved him, but you cheated on him. If that's the new perception, or if that's the new definition of love these days, I don't want it. I don't want that type of love. I don't want that type of love.
it wasn't about who
You
he
can keep your love
wanted
over
to
there.
be to me. I just really love him as a person. Like, now I'm about to get.
I'm glad she told herself love him as a person, not as your man. Because if you loved him as a person and as your man, as your future hubby, you wouldn't have cheated. You wouldn't have done what you did. The biggest thing for you to do is just take accountability for what you did. You got exposed. You did. And so just take accountability and just move forward. The biggest thing that people need to do, take accountability, move forward, and not just move forward, change. Change your ways. Now with her spilling the tea and shit like that, I don't see her growing from this. I don't. I see her still, I don't see her being married unless it's by a simp. A squirrel in my pants ass nigga. And she will definitely cheat on him too. All I can say is the apple don't grow. Oh, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Is that the analogy? What's the analogy? Hey, I gotta make sure. I always gonna go to Google. I gotta figure out how. I've been put on my computer. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. That's what it is. All right, cool. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, and I'm talking about when it comes to her mom.
Sad because
I don't know too much about her mom. I just listen to shit on
Positive that
academics.
definitely gets swept under the rug out of this whole situation is that she confirms what a lot of people were saying. By a lot of people, I do mean a quiet minority, but hey, I was a part of it. This isn't some act. This isn't some gimmick. Kai is really changing. But I know that's boring to y'all. Y'all didn't come here for that. Y'all came here for the juicy. So let's get wet. The whole reason why GiGi is putting out this video is the fact that there's been a bunch of narratives and been a bunch of stories going around without her being involved in the script writing. She wants to be Aesop and she wants to give us her fables. She wants to be Homer. She wants to be the one who is in control of the narrative. That's exactly why she addresses the viral video.
And a lot of you illiterate niggas would think that, oh, Homer is The Simpsons? No, nigga. Talking about the Iliad and Odyssey. Now, let me double down and make sure that I'm saying the right thing. Iliad. Aha! Hey, what Illuminati say? Gazer, 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 gazer. Look. Iliad and the Odyssey. See? Odyssey. Oh, I can't even see it. My bad. I'm sorry. No! Doing everything what I'm supposed to. Come on now, let's get together. Oh my god. There you go. Oh, come on now. There we go. The Iliad and the Odyssey. Book by Homer. Can y'all see it? Man, what the hell? You know what? I'm taking this off because it's irritating me. I'm hiding this. But the Iliad and the Odyssey. Is there any way I could go ahead and... Because I want to go ahead and... Can y'all read this? Can y'all read this? The Iliad and Odyssey. Because it looks weird on my shit. Hold on, bro. I gotta check on my phone just to make sure y'all can read it. Alright. Y'all can kind of read it. But I want to make it bigger. Images. Well, okay, at least okay, cool. No, I want to see the pictures. Don't send me to another. Close. Homer. You see it right there. Homer. That's who he was referring to. Alright, now back to regularly scheduled programming.
About her asking for those Christmas gifts. She wants to frame this breakup as not toxic, but more complicated. She wants to position herself as calm, mature, and truthful. She wants to give you the real and the raw.
Before Kai, I was getting shit. Like, I been had shit. I been told y'all this. Shit been going on. Why the fuck would I get in a relationship with somebody and then not want the shit that I've been already getting before I was with him? Y'all don't want to know the type of cars I was asking for my Sweet 16. Like, I was a 16-year-old driving a Benz. I was a 14.
Nah, actually, we kind of do want to know the cars that you was asking for your Sweet 16 because that would tell us what type of person you are. You just don't want to tell us, so you're trying to flip it on us and project. We do want to know, actually, because we already know what type of cars you wanted in your Sweet 16 because you told us when you did that video for, of what you wanted. You say you wanted a fucking, a Benz truck or was it a Benz truck? Or a G-Wagon. You said you wanted a G-Wagon. Like a $300,000 car. So I know that your perception, lifestyle is very skewed. But that's because of how you grew up. So there's not much I can say.
15-year-old driving my parents' luxury cars.
And that's on your parents too, because they didn't teach you. They didn't instill the value of money, but also how money isn't everything and how everybody has it. So that's on your parents.
That's between me and my. As soon as we would put y'all in our business a little bit, y'all would take that shit and just run with it like I ain't never had shit before. No, I been having shit. I been getting shit. Like, shit been going on and shit ain't gonna stop going on.
Now I will say on this specific regard, I am on Team GiGi. Well, that video went viral. A lot of people were making a bunch of assumptions and honestly projecting their thoughts, emotions, and feelings about that situation. And they were exposing a lot of trauma that they had. Now, I can't get into it right now because it honestly might take a whole video or something I'll put in the live stream tonight. Keep those notifications on. But gift giving,
you can't wink for shit on music. You can't wink for shit.
The idea of dating outside
that's how you wink.
The different socioeconomic statuses.
Like you about to have a seizure, brother.
It's all pretty much a bad idea. I've said it before, but people didn't want to hear me. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all trying to date the daddy's girl who grew up on Chanel bags and riding to school in the G-Wagon. What do you think was gonna happen? You came from a household where you got your brother's hand-me-down Honda Accord. Don't be silly. Now, in the last part of the calmer side of the video, GiGi opens up. She gets real candid about their breakup and how she.
One of the things I can say, and I'm glad Omizi broke it down, gave a little bit more context about that, in which it's like, and this is from my perspective and my outlook. I'm not going to say if I was in a Kai situation, because I'm not. But I'm saying this in my perspective and how I am. I'm a provider. So, baby, whatever you want, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You don't have to worry about anything. I will take care of everything, right? But it comes with, what are you doing for me? And I'm not even talking about on a monetary value. I'm talking about within a relationship. Are you bettering yourself? Are you ensuring that you're motivating me? Because I'm my own motivation, but there's times where like I come in, I take off the cape of being Superman, and I'm just Clark Kent. Are you putting that battery back in my back to where I feel like nothing's gonna change? If I feel like if I believe that I'm just down on my luck, or I'm not down on my luck, but I'm just frustrated and I'm just tired of being tired, are you gonna be the one to help give me that light back? Are you gonna spark that light back into me? To where if it dims for a little bit, are you gonna be the oxygen that makes it roar again? What are you, an asset to me? Are you a liability? Are you just asking for shit because I got money, or do you deserve it? Because I'm pretty sure, and I believe that Kai would have got Gigi that car if she was doing and holding up her end of the bargain within a relationship. She was exceeding his expectations, being there for him, feeding life into him, tapping into his soul to where he didn't even understand, he didn't even know that he had. Tapping into different parts that he was able to go ahead and, you know, like the trauma shit that he may have buried, help him deal with it, or help him realize that that was there and that's something that he needed to work on. I wholeheartedly believe that. I believe that Kai didn't give her that car because he has the money. He has it. I believe that she wasn't fulfilling the whole overarching archetype of being a wife. Now, people are going to say, Nykel, she's just a girlfriend. She's just... See, that's what y'all are looking at the picture wrong. There's steps to this. There's levels to it. It's a girlfriend. But you're trying to make your way to wife. You're wanting to make your way to wife, right? So in order to do that, you have to perform the wifely duties to where the man says, you know what? Damn, she's been great to me, and I've done nothing but gone up since I know I've been able to do it myself, but with her being here, it escalated fast. Like, she helped me ascend like fast as fuck, boy. Yeah, I got a mine. Wife in a row. Can't have nobody else take that. That's God's blessing to me. I would be disrespecting God by leaving her out or just playing with her time. I have to. I believe that she wasn't doing what I believe that she wasn't doing what Kai needed her to do. She was doing the bare minimum of what Kai asked. But the thing is, the bare minimum, Kai could do it himself because he got so many people around him. What other assets are you doing? That comes with girlfriend. The girlfriend being analytical. Okay, he has all these things that other people can do for him. The biggest name in the world, biggest streamer in the world. What can I do outside of cooking, fucking him? Really, outside of cooking and fucking him. What can I do outside of those to ensure that I am being an asset to him? Analyzing his day by day, analyzing what's going on. How can I be a good helpmate? I don't believe she's doing that because she's also, you know, doing her own shit when it came to her YouTube shit too. So I stand on what I'm saying.
Feels when people paint these narratives about her.
I see people say, oh, he's doing all of this or he's going through this because of the relationship that he was in, and the breakup is causing him to change, and oh my gosh, this is what happens when a girl breaks a man's heart. I'm never the girl to break a man's heart, okay? But when Kai came back from Mafia-thon, this is who he chose to be. Before Kai left for Mafia-thon, we had an agreement and we had a plan. And
is that Yahoo?
Unfortunately, when he came back,
y'all see that? Is that Yahoo?
Plans changed, and I was all for
it. You drinking chocolate drink?
People wanting to better themselves.
Yeah, I know Yahoo is chocolate drink. It's not chocolate milk, right?
When he told me like he wants to read, he wants to eat better, he wants to work out.
I don't think that's Yahoo. What is that?
Never a bone in my body that felt like, oh hell nah, I'm gonna go against.
What's that chocolate? What's that chocolate?
He's not executing
chocolate powder that with a rabbit.
I stepped back and
what's that called?
Was there for him while he put his best foot forward.
Yeah, it's my ADHD moment. It's fine. Hey, y'all with it with me. chocolate milk powder. Nesquik. Is that Nesquik? I think that might be Nesquik. Is that a Nesquik carton?
I was in Italy with Kai.
Or maybe that's a
over
juice.
A month.
Maybe that's a juice
I've done
box.
nothing but
I think that might be a
support him.
juice
So the
box.
fact that people are like, oh, she changed him into this, she changed. No, this is who Kai truly wants to be. And despite me being hurt and despite like
After she talks,
things
I gotta say
going
some shit.
on the internet with me, like I can handle that shit. But when I see people talking bad about him, it just really hurts my heart. Like that shit is what breaks me. And I know some people gonna be like, girl,
you
so
cheating
damn
didn't break
stupid.
you? You cheating didn't break you?
He's allowing people to say this and that about you online when it's like, okay, just because a person is allowing things to go on doesn't mean you should change your heart.
Now I will say the first.
This is what I gotta say about what she just said, right? Because I was paying attention, I was tapping into everything she said. You gotta take a drink of water first. Definitely gonna put this water in the refrigerator so it can get cold. Because it's getting hot. I genuinely do believe that Kai was doing this before this shit happened with GiGi, right? I genuinely do. Let me not get off track. God has a way of, when you are going into your new timeline, your new shift of ascension, God shows you the truth about the people who are around you. And it makes it seem like, it makes it feel like your life is crumbling. And it's crumbling, and it is. But that's only for a stronger foundation, a stronger buildup, a stronger ascension, a stronger path for you. So with everything that's going on with Kai right now and the shit with his ex, that is God working and moving in Kai's favor. I can't even say Kai's favor, but Kai's favor, but moving in the alignment of what Kai is doing for his purpose. That's supposed to happen. I'm sure Kai didn't want it to happen like that, but God has a way of helping you, but not the way that you thought or the way that you expected or the way that you wanted. But guess what? It don't matter about what you want. It's what God has for you and your purpose and your set purpose on this earth. And you got to do with it. It's not personal, it's business. It gets personal when emotions evolve, and we're all human. We're going to have emotions. But at the end of the day, God has a purpose for majority of the people on this earth. Everybody on this earth. I can't say majority because God creates all. God has a purpose for everyone on this earth. God uses people to hurt you, but also to strengthen you. Think about a broken bone. You break your bone, it takes time to heal, comes back stronger. When you're working out, the muscle tears. But guess what? It strengthens. Your muscle gets bigger. You're able to go ahead and lift weights that are more heavy than you were previously. It strengthens you. Helps heal you. But you got to be willing to go ahead and do the work to where you want to heal. It strengthens your relationship with yourself and with God. So, all this shit that happened was supposed to happen for God. That's why I said the ascension. That's why I said I believe that before this shit happened with his ex, God is like, all right, you're moving in alignment, but I have to do this because the people who you are around right now as you're ascending, they can't be around you because you have so many more blessings that you're having. They can't benefit off of what I'm about to give you. They cannot, because they don't have the right spirit. They don't have the right heart. It's gonna suck. It is. Take your time to grieve, but guess what? It's go time. When I say it's go time, When I say move, you gotta move. I gave you a time to grieve. I gave you a time to go ahead and do this. But you said you're ready by ascending. You said you're ready. So I'm gonna show you that you're ready. It's go time.
Portions that I'm covering
I'm
about
gonna get
this
some more
whole sit
scotch.
down are actually real, and some of the problems that I have with the whole discourse about relationships online, specifically when celebrities and public figures have their relationships displayed out in public. Now, granted, we have not heard Kai Cenat's POV from all of this, but at the end of the day, people just project, and they project and they project and they project their thoughts, their feelings, and their emotions about somebody's online endeavors. And they're really personal matters, but they become online because that's just the nature of society today. But what I find so shameful in this is that even though these things are online, I don't feel as though that gives everybody and their mother the warrant to then give the criticisms that they do. People minimized Kai Cenat's change by saying that, oh, it was due to GiGi breaking his heart, and also made GiGi out to be some sort of villain. Now, we'll get to some of that villainous in a second, but ultimately, we didn't know enough, and we were just making accusations after accusations, and we still don't have
this snow ain't coming hard enough for me,
I know
man.
somebody's
I'm
gonna
not
be in
even
the
gonna
comment
lie.
section specifically about this portion
Starting to
of the
get
video
pissed.
and criticize me.
My
for
pants
eating
are. I be
some
sweating a
sort of
lot, bro. My
poison.
pants are just.
Ultimately, what I'm
Thank God
saying
they
is,
black.
it is so
But it's
weird
like
how people jump into people's relationship matters, their private lives, so quick, fast, and in a hurry because they're ultimately lonely and miserable. Now, from here on out, it gets messy. She first starts off by targeting the Clover Boys, saying that they aren't actual friends, specifically going to the whole gift-giving aspect.
I just bought this guy AP for his birthday. This ain't buying it.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now
Oh, yeah,
Taxes
cold
is an
water.
open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes.
Yeah,
Why are you still suffering to hit your protein goals? Factor makes
this
hitting your
ad.
protein goals easy and actually delicious.
It's APs. It's so crazy because I just told somebody the other day, like, yeah, like I gifted him an AP for his birthday. They like, what? Mind you, I haven't even bought myself an AP. I haven't bought myself a watch at all. But me being his girlfriend and the way that he shows up for people and the way that he goes all out for people, and 9 times out of 10, he's not really getting that in return. As his girlfriend, I just felt like it was up to me to show up for him.
She makes these claims.
Now, I wanna get into her mind, right? So, coming from a heavily materialistic, I'm trying to formulate this right. A heavily materialistic driven background, upbringing, that I can see that as genuine. I'm sure that one of her love languages is gift giving, right? But this is what I can say about that. It was good of her to realize that Kai gives everybody these things and doesn't expect anything in return. She's analyzing her boo, analyzing her boyfriend. But the intent behind it, even though the surface intent was positive, the beneath of the surface was negative, because I believe that she was like, man, you got all these friends around you put on and they ain't giving you no shit and da 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 da. You know what? I got you. I'm gonna do this because I love you. And I'm gonna show you that I love you with this materialistic watch. And then she even said, I ain't even getting my AP. I ain't even getting one for myself. I got it for him because. But that was it. If the intent was positive to where you wanted to bless him or you wanted to give it to him because you love him, then you wouldn't have said that I didn't even get an AP for myself. Right? And my thing is, Kai is very, very rich. So he could have got himself an AP. And I'm sure he accepted it. Oh, thank you, thank you. But I don't think that's something that he really wanted, honestly. Like, yeah, he got blessed with an AP they didn't have to pay for. I believe that Kai really didn't want that AP from his girl. I'm talking about, like, spiritually, he really didn't want that. I feel like he wanted more. She's more on a materialistic plane, the physical plane. Kai needed something and wanted someone who's spiritual. Because he talks about God all the time. He does. He needs somebody that's spiritual. Now, the thing is, with Kai got to tap in with himself and with God and with his benevolent ancestors to where he don't need anybody to have that relationship with him and God. So God has shown him, like, you don't need anybody but me. But his partner has to match his spiritual level, or at least be, I wouldn't say match, but be a little bit under it, to where, I wouldn't even say a little bit under it. I don't even want to say that. Kai needs a woman who is just as spiritual but can teach him new things about spirituality or open him up to different things about spirituality, and he does the same for her, to where they are both the weaknesses that balance him out. He needs a spiritual yin and yang from his female. He needs a spiritual balance when it comes to that. But in order for him to do that, he has to tap into his spirituality and be very, very heavy in that on his own. Find his female that's of equal caliber on the spirituality, and then they notice and they figure out their weaknesses and their strengths, and they tap into each other to where they, the yin and yang, they're balanced. And GiGi just doesn't fit that. It's not it. She's the physical, and she's a physical arm candy. That's literally what she is. She's an arm candy, and she believes that materialistic shit. I can buy your love by doing this, and you can buy my love by this. When that's not how love works. That's transactional. I bought you this because I love you. I did you this because I love you. I did you this. I did this for you because I love you. I da because I love you. Right? Which is good. You're supposed to have that. I did this because I love you. I did this because I love you. I did this because I noticed this. I did this. Okay, cool. But why are you bringing it back up and throwing it in my face? If you did this because you love me, why are you? Okay, cool. I love you too, and I'm doing all this because I love you. What are we really talking about? And I'm saying this to say, materialistic shit don't matter, because guess what? If you broke, you're just as much. You're just. I don't know. I want to formulate this right to where I can put in the right words. You're just as likely to find somebody who really loves you when you broke and who is down to with you getting out of the mud, and find a strong bond, strong relationship, and strong ascension. Have long-lasting love and long-lasting generations with somebody who y'all both was broke and everything. Y'all both are working on yourself together. Then to have somebody to find love when you already have this. I feel like it's more difficult. I believe it's more difficult. But not because of the money. The money plays a part of it, but just a spiritual sense, just a materialistic sense. Because you really got to go in against your ego and realize that, hey, this money, I got this, but I don't need this. got it. It's cool. It helped me out. My family's good. I don't need this. I need something for a spiritual bond. I need that. I got it with God. I have it with God. I have it with Yahweh. I need somebody to tell me things or show me things I can't see. Tell me things I can't see that Yahweh is putting in my mind to where, okay, he's putting this in my mind, but let me think about it another way. Because I can only think about it just one way. I'm thinking about it another way to where it just challenges what I think, to where I can break through and grow. That's what Kai needs in a female.
Claims that the collective surrounding Kai Cenat don't show up for him. She said that he had bought the Clover Boys a house, decked it out, bought them chains, etc., etc. And for his birthday, they seemingly did nothing. Now, the problem that I have with this is that showing up for somebody doesn't always mean something material. Now, I think if she wanted to say something more emotional or, you know, mental or whatever the case may be, she would have stated this. This is the real video. But the only way that she proved that the Clover Boys or AMP or whoever else was around Kai Cenat wasn't showing up for him is because they didn't buy him material things. And that is where I definitely have to give a knock on GiGi and give credit to those people that say she is a very materialistic person. Especially when we know that different people are in different classes. We know for a fact over the past couple of years that Kai Cenat has had a plethora of friends. From the AMP guys to his New York friends that now make up some of the Clover Boys, to Aiden Ross, Bruce Drop 'em Off, whoever the case may be. And for what it's worth, I've seen Aiden Ross give Kai Cenat watches and other expensive gifts. And we see where their friendship is today. But I do see him rocking with these same guys like the Clover Boys without visibly seeing them get watches and other gifts like that. Although I do remember somebody giving Kai an expensive gift, but that's neither here nor there. Ultimately, what I'm saying is the monetary value on the gift that somebody gives you doesn't automatically mean that they show up for you more. I think it's bigger than that, gang. And as somebody who's been there before you, with all due respect, I'm not putting me and you in competition right now. I know that the people around him are actually pretty solid in regards to being his friend. Like that just seems silly to me, unless you're saying they switched up. But in another attempt to knock his friends again, GiGi is alluding to the fact that Deshae Frost and Dez were peeping in like wolves on their relationship. She says that when GiGi and Kai were going through a rough patch, Dez and Deshae tried to get inside her rough patch, if you understand what I'm saying.
Funny. Like, that shit's not funny. I see his friends laughing and thinking shit cute, thinking shit cool. Who the fuck laughs at their friend going through a breakup? Or who the fuck gets excited behind their friend going through a breakup? But then I thought about it. Every friend that fucking laughed or got excited was a nigga that was on my dick. Deshae, why the fuck are you saying anything? I seen the clip.
But weren't you, before you and Kai even dated, weren't you on Deshae's stream and didn't he ask you out and didn't?
Where Deshae was like, oh,
I don't know anything about these people.
Of Kai
I'm just a young, beautiful black king from Cincinnati who just stream from time to time.
Because you wanted to be my nigga. Like, you wanted to be my, like, Deshae. But let me give y'all a backstory on this Deshae. When me and Kai first got together, Deshae was calling and texting Kai like, oh, that's a little girl, you like her, like, nah, bro, I don't think you should fuck with her. But was the main nigga trying to fuck with me? Mind you, me and his sister were best friends from when we were like 13, 14 years old until 21. Deshae had been trying to fuck with me since I was like 13, 14 years old. Hello? Since I met them.
Guys, I had to pause it just so we're clear. There's a 4-year age difference between Deshae and his sister Brooklyn Frost, which means that there's a 4-year age difference between Deshae and GiGi. So when she was 13, he was 17. This is all alleged and this is what she's claiming. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely crazy. No, it's crazy, these ads. Yeah, I will not be able to skip this ad. Like, the way it is moving, I will not be able to skip this ad.
Revive your courage.
I knew it.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is based.
And Dez, you thought shit was so funny, thought shit was so cool, thought shit was so cute, right? You were so happy that your friend is now not in a relationship. But Des, you also were trying to fuck with me. It's so crazy how the niggas that are his friends that got up here laughing, thinking shit cute, thinking shit funny, and spoke on it was the niggas trying to fuck with me. Des, I just caught your ass the other day. Hold on, let's pull it up.
Wait a minute.
I just caught your ass the other day
She
on
got
my
the
page.
receipts?
What the fuck are you on my page liking my shit for? Once I caught you on my page liking my shit the other day, I then went to your page, went to go DM you and tell you about yourself until I came across the DMs you have been sending me.
Hello?
2021, Des. Hold on. Where is it at?
That's 2021.
What did it say? Actually, I'm just put it right here. I'm just put it on the screen. DTB Des goes to page. Cool. Mind you, Des was liking my shit on, what day is this? What day is this? January 16th.
Bumba Clock.
January 20th. This was 4 days ago.
T-Mobile.
Okay? You are so epic. Heart. I don't know what that emoji's supposed to mean. Y'all know, I don't know. But I know it don't mean nothing just friendly. Heart.
That was in 2021,
emoji.
bro.
You're so perfect. I'm coming. Am I going to be able to see you? This was in 2021. In 2021, Des, you was trying to get up with me like you been knew what was up with me. I didn't even know none of this shit till I just seen you liking my shit.
Now, on surface, these seem like super damning allegations.
No,
and
that was
trust
20
me,
no,
I
it's
am
not, bro.
not the KC3000 and Cloverboy's defender here. On one hand, that liking the photos of your homeboy's ex is crazy. I can't defend that at all. On the other hand, trying to, link with her or hard-eye her photos from 2021 when you and my homeboy started dating in 2024 isn't the most damning evidence out there.
No.
Now, for the Deshae Freaky Frost stuff, I can't.
Not just a Freaky Frost, bro. One of the things I can say, and it's for me personally, with my friend and his wife, we followed each other on Instagram, but because of Brandon, right? I said his name. Fuck it. Didn't like her shit unless it had to do with my dog. Only time I commented under that when it had to do with my dog, because I was poking fun at him. But when it came to anything else, like personal or anything, like I wouldn't DM her unless it had to do with Brandon. But as soon as like we wasn't really cool, I unfollowed her and him. I say all that to say when it comes to insecurity, any little thing is gonna be a red flag to you. I'm a respectful individual, so I only would move how I would want my friends to move when it came to respect, and I didn't want to set off any red flags or anything to make my friend feel uncomfortable within our relationship or within his relationship with his female. And that's with any of my friends. But that's when it comes to insecurities, though, because I know about my dog's insecurities. I know what he's been through, and that's me being aware and being acknowledging that, right? But that's in survival mode. When you move out of survival mode and more into, hey, I'm just being here to check up on you, being here to, because I know you're going through this, da-da-da-da. That's where it gets skewed, because you may have the right intentions, but with an individual with insecurities, they're not going to see it like that because they see it through their insecurities and they past traumas. So you got to be aware of that as well. Now, with those DMs, that is 2021. That was 2026 now? That was 5 fucking years ago, before he even knew, before Dez was even big, before Kai even knew about GiGi. So that shit, that ain't nothing. I can't say nothing about him liking her post. Maybe he just liked her post because he was just being respectful or something like that. Excuse me. I don't know. I can't answer for Dez, but that's not damning. That shit, she's just doing that to, honestly, I believe that she's doing that to try to drive a wedge between Kai and Dez. I wholeheartedly believe that. She's trying to manipulate. She's trying to be manipulative. That's exactly what she's doing. I see through that. I already know what she's doing.
And defend that if those
she wants Dez to crash out. She wants Kai to go ahead and get off of that tracker that he's doing. I see what she's doing. And I don't believe that's gonna work. I don't believe that Kai is gonna I feel like they've been locking for a while, so it's like that's not gonna do anything, bro. That's not
allegations are true.
Because bro, she cheated on Kai with NBA YoungBoy. So it's one of those things to where Kai has that insecurity of she cheated on me with him and using that to manipulate him. That's oh, well, you try to get at my girl. You thought she was gonna hit you because you da-da-da. And it's like, no, that's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You can't get into his insecurity by trying to flip his man on him. That's and your bird brain that you think that's gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Albeit, then hey, my brother, it would line up. To be quite honest,
I can't speak about the shit.
Number two, the issue that I have with all of this as a whole is that this is the reason why I do not get connected to my homeboy significant others in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The only way that brings us in is a ring, and that's probably it. Not even a baby. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be this connected to any sorts of drama between any of it, all this other stuff like that. If we keep it in 100, I don't even want to know their name if I don't have to. Now, I alluded to us getting confirmation about GiGi and her alleged cheating with NBA YoungBoy, and this is where the shit starts to hit the fan. It becomes abundantly clear watching this entire video that the people around Kai Cenat and GiGi apparently weren't meshing. It would seem on surface level that she's alluding to everybody, but her targeting certain people in this collection of friends means that I think that she has like personal beefs with them. There was back and forth, specifically like there were headbutt moments that went on that she's not even telling us. And this is where we run into the issue between her and Kai Cenat's assistant, Brianna. You know, assistant Bree. GiGi goes scorched earth on Bree, claiming that Bree wants to be with Kai in some sort of capacity and that Bree can't stay out of their relationship.
Speak on this too, because women, your man should never allow somebody to be so comfortable to just insert themselves in your relationship. Anything we go through is between me and him. Why the is your assistant so far in our business? That's not your job. I don't give a how old you are. Oh, that's like my brother. That's not your brother. I don't want to say too much, but Brianna, please stop playing with me. And two, Brianna's I don't know if you can't see shit clearly. I don't know how long y'all been together, because I don't get in her personal business the way she gets in mine. But baby boy, if you knew better, you would do better. I want to be with him so bad. One time me and him got into it, and yo, this is not funny. One time me and him got into it, in the heat of the moment, two people be like, you know what, fuck this shit. And then we come right back together. So we get into it one time. She texts him like, we're gonna get through this like we always do. Anybody that really loves you is going to, hold on, let me see if I got the messages. Let me see if I got it. Cause I used to take pictures of shit just in case one day I needed them motherfuckers. Oh my goodness, hold on.
That's the individual with the ulterior motive. Be wary of that. That's the type of shit to where, say you were to go to your girl, or not even your girl, say you were to go to somebody about something that they did. Like you had boundaries, said, hey, Y'all establish the boundaries that you have. All right, cool. That person steps over that boundary line. You check them. Hey, you did this. You just did it. And I told you about this. Da 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 da. But then they go, well, you did this 3 months ago, and I ain't say nothing. Why didn't you say it at the time? But no, because I just love you and I didn't want to. No. We clearly told each other about the boundaries that we had. We are still getting to know each other. Why didn't you tell me at the time? Why are you waiting until I bring up a boundary that I had that you just crossed over to throw what I did 3 months ago back in my face? Now you're trying to, how can I word this? You're trying to take the blame off of you by doing that, when you could have just, when I overstepped the boundary. Because most likely when people overstep boundaries, it's 50-50. Either I did it and I'm so used to doing this, I didn't know, or I clearly did that to overstep your boundary, just to test you, to see if you're going to do it. See if you're going to hold up the end of your boundary. And obviously, I don't know, it's just an example. But most of the times, it's, I accidentally did it. But why didn't you say it at the time? And also, what it shows is, you bring it back up 3 months ago, I overstepped your boundary and you knew it. You didn't say anything. That means that, oh, I can go ahead and overstep more. You're not going to say shit. Because you just waited until I actually held up on my end of the bargain. I'm a person of my word, and I'm going to check you on that. You let that shit riddle you for 3 months, and you didn't say anything? And you acted everything was cool? Oh, I can do more then. You ain't going to do shit. You just going to stay here. You just going to be, you ain't going to do nothing, but you going to break up with me? If you were going to, you would have been done that 3 months ago. You would have brought that up. So, be wary of those type of people where it's like, oh yeah, I gotta take a picture because I feel like I'm gonna need this. Because with what she just said, let's rewind that, because
she texts him like, we're gonna get through this like we always do. Anybody that really loves you is going to. Hold on, let me see if I got the messages. Let me see if I got it. Cause I used to take pictures of shit just in case one day I needed them mother.
Just in case one day I needed them motherfuckers. She just said out of her mouth, she knew this shit wasn't gonna last. She came into a relationship, maybe not coming into a relationship, but she knew over time throughout the relationship that she is gonna need some type of ammo. She's gonna need some type of defense, or some type of what the fuck is it called? Not defense. I mean, it's a part of the defense. She's gonna need some examples to feed into her own story. She's gonna need a cited page. She's gonna need some bro, what the fuck is it called? Yes, I said examples, but this is another word I'm thinking about, bro. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue, bro. What the fuck is it called? Examples. See, y'all gotta, be with me while I'm going through this. And I do this all the time. And I'm gonna figure this out. Evidence. I'm using this for evidence to support my claims of this narrative that I'm about to push. Because I peep it. But here's the thing. Even though you peep it, that's from insecurity, that's from trauma, that's from whatever type of story that you're trying to conjure up from your deep-rooted issues. Because the way she was raised is materialistic, right? But you know what that means on a deeper level? She never got the type of love that she's yearning for. Her love is materialistic. it's not a deep soul connection. It's not a I had a great relationship with my mom, had a great relationship with my dad. I see a loving nuclear black family. Cause I'm sure y'all saw she has problems with her mom, like before her and Kai got into it. Her mom was going off on fucking whatever her social media was. They don't have a great relationship. Her mom and dad ain't together. It was based off of materialism. So she never got that deep root of love. And maybe if she tried, I don't think she's ever been in a good relationship. And when I say good relationship, I mean a good, healthy relationship to where it helped her realize what trauma she needed to heal. So that's why she's all about materialistic love. That's really what it is, materialistic love. It's not unconditional. It's very conditional.
Oh my goodness, hold on. Let me check this phone. And yes, I have 2 phones. Been having 2 phones. Nothing was in neither one. Damn. I don't think I took a picture of that one, but I got pictures of everything the fuck else. But yeah, she was
I got evidence.
Oh, we're gonna get through this like we always do. If somebody loved you, they would da 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 da. I didn't know being an emotional support animal was a goddamn requirement on your job application. Do your job.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. People don't think when it comes to, especially with Kai being a personality, you need people around you who are gonna not only keep you grounded, but to help you ascend and help you realize, like, hey, this individual isn't good for you as an individual. Fuck the brand, but the brand is a part of it. This individual isn't good for you because of this, and that'll fuck you up on a individual level, which will manifest into fucking up your brand. You are your brand, but fuck the brand right now. I'm talking to Kai Cenat. This will fuck Kai Cenat up. This individual isn't good for you. You need people like that around your circle. That's why Kai has Bree as his assistant, and why she has been his assistant for as long as she's been. And you were jealous. Oh, they had to have been fucking, or she has to be. She has to want him. And I'm sure y'all have gotten several different arguments about Bree too. That bitch wants you, da da da. And Kai's like, bro, you hit the bitch? Bro, I haven't fucked her, so that's your insecurities coming out because of the trauma that you've been in. Well, this happened. I feel like, and I believe that you're the type of female to bring up past relationships on your side to where it just reminds you too much of this. Like, stop bringing that up. You're not in that relationship. You want to go back to that nigga? You need to heal from that. I'm not saying that to be rude, but I'm saying that to be real. Heal from that. Because if you don't, that's going to fuck a relationship. You constantly comparing me to other relationships, that ain't going to slide for me.
I don't give a motherfucker my last dollar. Prove it. That goes for him. That goes for Brianna, fat neck ass. That goes for, I'm sorry, I just don't like that.
Now I am gonna have to insert myself here a little bit. And
Please do.
Pretty far removed from the situation, but this is childish and nonsensical. I think what a lot of people don't understand in this content creation sphere is that a lot of times the quote unquote professional job that these people have is more than that. I think now we may be in the era of, people finding assistants or a cameraman or whatever through, more professional pages like LinkedIn or Indeed or whatever the case may be. But Brianna comes from a different era. You got to think about it. At the very beginnings when people were doing content creation, it was mostly friends and family members who were the people that were inside on the ground helping their favorite creator get boosted to another level. Agent 00 was working with and still works with his cousin Waleed, who is his blood cousin. Phantom has featured his cousins in his videos dozens of times. Duke does stuff with his brothers all the time.
Yep.
GiGi is doing stuff with
With
his
his
brother
family.
all the time.
Yeah.
And these are the people that have helped them come along the way.
Yeah.
Hell, even my relationship with AMP is through my brother, Legend of Winning, who was roommates and best friends with Agent 00. The connection is just closer than some surface level. I filled out a job application, submitted it, and then now I'm working here. So with that being said, gang, it's not crazy to believe that she would have a deeper connection than some sort of assistant. And hell, even if you were an assistant who signed some sort of document because you filled it out on a request from Indeed or whatever, after spending X amount of years with somebody for damn near every single day of every single year for the past X years, yeah, you're gonna form some sort of close bond with them. Especially because sometimes these guys get into some trouble and they have their emotions on their sleeve, and you know, the only people there during these times are the people behind the scenes. In Bree's eyes, what makes you different than the next bitch or the next bitch? He ain't seen 7 of them come and go. Whether we're talking about cameramen, whether we're talking about editors, whether we're talking about women in his life. Until proven otherwise, you just wanted him. And hell,
Literally,
you didn't prove otherwise. So for what it's worth, GG, if we're counting the women that stayed in Kai Cenat's life for an extended period of time, Bree is gonna rank higher than you, gang. I know that there's different relationships.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Omeezy, brother.
Make it to 2 years, dummy. At this point, this video has gone from like narrative control and being reflective of the situation to more personal attacks. She's coming for people's necks. And now she gets to the moment that we've all been waiting for, her address on the whole cheating scandal and fiasco with NBA.
How to get an
Y'all
eyelash
came
on
out and
my...
said that I done cheated on him with NBA Youngboy. I done cheated on him with Youngboy. Then it went to Youngboy bought the G-Wagon. Then it went to she's pregnant with his baby. So many different things, but I don't even fucking know this man. I don't know Youngboy. First of all,
just because you don't know him, don't mean you didn't fuck him. So you didn't clear up your case. You didn't, like, bruh, there's a lot of bitches that be out here fucking people they don't know.
y'all even putting me in a situation with a married man is so fucking disrespectful. Like, I don't know.
Bruh, you put yourself in that situation with a married man. Don't try to project on other people because you can't deal with what you did. Stop.
What Youngboy?
Stop.
Or what Youngboy and his family
Stop it.
do, or how they
Just
move.
take accountability.
Gabrielle move. Gabrielle ain't dealing with no wife. Mind you, I've always said I'm not ready for kids, and I'm not dealing with no with kids. I'm sorry. Like, my first has to be your first. Why the f would I step out on my boyfriend who don't have half the shit going on? No disrespect to him or his family, but that this man got going on. Why the f would I go mess with a man who has what? I don't know, 20 kids, 15 baby mamas, and a wife? First of all, Kai knows I don't play that cheating shit. I'm the type. I'm going through everything that you got. I done seen so many people say, oh my gosh, what was in Gigi's phone that Kai seen? Not a motherfucking thing. My phone damn near ain't even had no password on it. The way that knew my password to like, I told this, if you believe any of that bullshit, you could take my phone to the fucking DEA, had them strip this motherfucker down. Matter of fact, take both of them. Take all of them. You want every other phone that I've had
You know, it's crazy because I was about to say, bro, just because she got 2 phones don't mean she ain't got 3 or 4 other burner phones. Niggas know about burner phones, bro. Come on now. Here's the thing. You said password to your phone, but what about passwords to your Instagram? You know, you got social media. You can DM, but also guess what? You can also delete them. You can delete everything. You can delete it, but you can't delete it. Because everything's saved on the cloud.
I'll go look for them.
Now this is interesting. Not only did she discount every claim that she was cheating with NBA Youngboy, she discounts every claim that she is with cheating at all. She's not with that cheating shit. She hates it. She even goes on to make a claim that at some point Kai Cenat was shown ChatGPT messages between her and NBA Youngboy as a way to, you know, dissolve their relationship.
I've been here for 2 days. Now today makes 2, and you only came by to see me once. With quote unquote, and he said, sound familiar? I said, no. Did you just fucking ChatGPT me? He claims he copied and pasted the message from the messages, but he can't show me the proof that he has, because it's gonna give away his source. And like I told him, if you feel as though your source then told you some truth, why would I care who your source is? Your source is fucking lying.
Now, there's two problems with Gigi's story here. One, she basically has no proof. It's just her word of mouth. And two, at the end of her monologue saying that she would give $1 to anybody who had any proof, she tried to Bree. She said, hey, if you can prove it, I'll pay you, and called her a fat-headed bitch. Well, Bree is up late at night, gang, and she's got the proof right there with her. You see that? You know what's coming.
Hey,
you know it's
oh
TV,
God.
you see them two
Hey,
fingers
oh
touching.
God.
Bree says, I started working with Kyle when he was 19 with no management. Of course, I treat him like my younger brother. It has become a part of my job to protect him from lying manipulators like this, whether it's business or personal. I don't care who has a problem with that. I sent him a supportive message after he found out you were talking to another boy on a Finsta and FaceTiming behind his back for months. And then you tried to rehearse a story with him to tell Kai. If you're gonna tell it, tell the whole story. There is a lot more outside of this that's not being said. I don't know how y'all are with your family or close friends when it comes to how people treat them, but we don't tolerate that over here. Should have just let things blow over, but oh well. What's your story? Tell me your story. Big AMG Bree. She follows up with what seems to be a recording of the alleged conversation between Gigi and this other young man.
Gigi said how much what?
That's on the shit. All right, bet.
What's your story? Tell me your story.
Bro, the story is, having called, you was on the phone, you asked me if she had.
I called, dumbass, because you see, you fucking up. You fucking up. You fucking up. I called. He sees my name in your phone, so I called. You hadn't told me to ask you to call. You're saying he asked you to call.
What if he got, what if he have, you know, in my call log, no, like, it don't show, like, he said 3-way regular call, like, that makes sense. Like,
No, but if I ask you to call, it don't say, like, you have to start the call on the 3-way for it to say. But if I ask you, it'll just say me, like I called you.
Franklin University
Makes it possible.
At Franklin University,
Now
our
Franklin.
success.
Skip.
Gigi said how much what?
that's on the shit. All right, bet.
What's your story? Tell me your story.
Bree then proceeds to drop.
I ain't gonna cap. Cause you're gonna get into this. And this is almost over. But with Gigi, with her like talking and trying to like make everybody believe she's innocent, it literally just reminds you of fucking
The screenshots.
hold on. It reminds you of just R. Kelly. I did not do this. Why would I do this? I don't know how to hog tie, people. What is a hog tie? It reminds you of just R. Kelly, bro. Like,
of the alleged ChatGPT
Bruh.
conversation straight from the DMs. It does indeed read the copy and paste version of what she read, but it's there in, screenshot format from the DMs. I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. She knew it existed. This was all stupid of her. Look, all I'm gonna say about this is the proof is in the pudding, gang. There's no.
hold on.
Bree
You
then
go back and read
proceeds
it.
to drop the screenshot.
Okay. Now I'm gonna read this to y'all. I just can't do this anymore. You don't care about me. I tell you how I feel all the time. You just look over it. Coming to Vegas, seeing you only for a day, then you have your security telling me that I could leave it. I'm ready to go. I made up a whole lie to Kai just to be here with you. You come to see me, only stayed about 30 minutes. I asked you to stay the night with me. You never even said you would. You never even said you would. Just give me a kiss on the forehead and leave. LMAO. Kentrell, we just don't need to talk. Kentrell, we just don't need to talk. My feelings for you will never go away as long as I keep dealing with you. Then you're just playing in my face. I've been here for 2 days now. I've been here for 2 days now. Today makes 2. And you only came by to see me once, but you've been out since 4 this morning because I see you going live.
screenshots of the alleged ChatGPT conversation straight from the DMs. It does indeed read the copy and paste version of what she read, but it's there in, screenshot format from the DMs. I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. She knew it existed. This was all stupid of her. Look, all I'm gonna say about this is the proof is in the pudding, gang. There's no defense for this that I think will suffice, even though GiGi does try to bring some sort of copium to the situation. But for what it's worth, her efforts are futile. We'll get into those in a sec. At the end of the day, I find that it is weird that GiGi was trying to go after Bree. Look, I'm trying to tell you, gang, because I was there. The only people that were there rocking when Bree came along was a cameraman, and this was cameraman Chris, Cenat, and if I'm not mistaken, that was about it for his channel. He was still editing at that point in time, making his own thumbnails, all of that stuff. So of course it would make sense that she develops a bond being more on the supportive side, greater than just being his assistant. You dummy, she's been there through it all. This is before the security. This is before any sort of management team. This was a, hey, can somebody do this for me? And then she drove down from another state to help him out. I'm not gonna rehash the story, but I don't know why you didn't think at least somebody would have his back in his camp. This was silly on your behalf. Now, GiGi does do some sort of clapping back in this situation, and ultimately her clapback attempt is throwing Cenat underneath the bus. She proceeds to claim that Cenat was caught with a young woman in his house at 5 a.m. by GiGi herself, and then gives another vague threat about, not proceeding, otherwise she'll get her feelings hurt, speaking to Bree in this regard. I thought you didn't do cheating. Ugh. Ooh,
yeah.
That money
oh, no, on God, because that's a good point. If you didn't do cheating, you wouldn't have stayed in that relationship. If you didn't do cheating, you would not have stayed in a relationship when you so-called caught Kai with the female at 5 a.m. You can't pick and choose. Oh, you don't do cheating when it benefits you? But when it doesn't benefit you, you don't do it. Huh. Oh God.
Like a bitch do. This is where the story flips, and the only thing I can do is get my popcorn out, because it only seems like it'll get messier from here. You can't reframe or soften any proof. You can't explain it away. It just doesn't work like that. And at the end of the day, I think that this is just proving a point that, online relationships aren't just about two people, right? They are about everybody that's involved. The friends, their teams, their audiences, and it can get real messy real fast. And it can be unforgiving, especially if there's a party that's not talking. Now, we'll continue to see how this unfolds. I just have to watch that whole video on stream tonight, because this is nasty.
Man, shout out to Omizi. That was a great video, man. I said all I could say about this.